Nice, that's some solid contact. Okay, second shot here on the first. Nicely done. I'll take that. And this next putt for par. You are currently sitting right at even par. Wind is blowing left to right. And unfortunately, that one just snuck its way into the deep stuff. Nice shot. That'll do. And from here, 20 feet to the cup. I think this one starts straightish and then goes a bit to the right. Well, this one's looking good so far. And let's take a peek at the leaderboard. And you're at even par. Okay, par 3, third hole. Let's knock it close. Best of luck on this one. We've got a lot of real estate to cover here. Well, this has my attention. Continues to be online. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness, it doesn't go. All right, give this one a little tap. And after that one, even par is your score. Teeing off now in a long par 4. That's a shame. Okay, and as we set this one up, it's deep into this rough. Just wanted you to know. That took a weird turn. Going to be much more difficult to hit out of this with the plugged lie in the bunker. Good luck. And you're looking short out of the sand here. And this one's your 4th. Good luck here. I would love to see you sink this one. It's a big one. Now this one's starting out way left. Yeah, from that distance, that's going to work. And right now you're 2 over. Okay, careful out there. We got a tailwind. I'm sure that's not what you wanted, but sometimes these things happen. No, that one, yeah, that one took a dive. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. Safe approach, nice. 20 feet to the hole from here. This one's looking decent. Still going. Good stuff. 4 over par for the day. All right, par 4 here on the 6th. Have a good drive. Well, looking at an elevated green on the approach here. Look at that there. And here we go with the par putt. Not enough muscle into that one. Okay, now let's take a peek at our scorecard, see what that's saying. Sitting at 5 over par for your round. That wind is blowing right to left on this hole. Nice swing. This shot is clocking in at 195 yards away. And there's a bit of a downslope on this green to be careful of. Come on, ball, bite! Was a good one. And this putt for the birdie. That shows some resilience. He birdied this one after a bogey on the last. Well done. Okay, this one's a par 5 for the 8th. Well, this one's a bit wayward. That one's out of bounds. Well, tee shot's looking good here. We'll have that. Here's a 9-foot putt. Five over par currently. Well, let's let this fly here on the 9th. Oh yes, going for this one and under regulation. Look at you driving this green. Fantastic work. Putting for eagle. Ooh, this is shaping up to be interesting. This putt for eagle. Look at this one start way out to the right. All right, maybe next putt we can drop it. Great way to bounce back. Nice birdie on this one after that bogey on the last. And the back nine begins with a par 4. Well, that tee shot looks like it'll do. Let's check our distance twice as we set up from the elevated position here. Well, maybe this will kick left. Well, that'll do for now. If this drops, you can go down to 3 over. Looking good so far. And not a bad effort from where you were. All right, time to check in, see what the scorecard's looking like. That wind is going right to left out there. And that'll do. Grab your putter. All right, we're lining this one up 19 feet away. Oh, what do we have here? This really looks good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And that'll leave you at 3 over for the day. Okay, here we go. Par 5 for the 12th. This is going to chase out a bit further down the fairway. Watch it go. And from here, we're looking at about 195 yards or so to the pin. Good work there. Great shot on the approach. 6 feet to the cup. Oh, yeah, she's in there with the eagle. Okay, 1 over on the round currently. Here we go now on the 13th. Well, that'll work for you. Setting up with an elevated green. This might call for some extra distance. This one's your 3rd. And you've got this to take your score down to even par. Oh, come on. All right, let's get to the next. This hole is a par 4. It's not all that lengthy. Look out. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. Careful there. Oh my, that's too bad. Okay, here we go. This one for the par. 1 over for the day. And teeing off now on a long par 4. And good luck with your second here on the 15th. Come on, sit for us. Well, my prediction might have been a little extreme, a little bit dramatic. I can do that. You're in pretty good shape here, though, on the green. And good performance there, bringing you down to even par. Okay, let's unload on this one. Par 4, 16th hole. I got a good feeling. Right off the tree. Ouch. And this one's coming out of the rough, and I don't know if it's going to make it. And we are in the deep stuff currently. Let's get out of here now. Oh my goodness, you might get this to go. And the putt goes down. All right, you're sitting at 2 over. And up next is the par 3, 17th. Okay, there you go. Yeah, if you sink this, you could save par. Okay, 2 over par at the moment. Let's see what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. Oh, extra distance happening here off the downslope. Okay, this is looking to be about 225 from the pin. Okay, we're on the green. This one's 25 feet away. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard too. All right, you did most of the work. Oh, that was almost in. All right, nice 3-footer to deal with. And I got lost in that. Your round's over already. I thought we just started. Okay, that's going to be a +3 on the scorecard for you at the end of this one. And with that, I say goodbye. See you next time. Hello there, this is John. I'm very glad to have you here with me. Today's the final round. It all comes down to this. So hopefully you do well out there today. Great swing. And second shot here on the first. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, you need this one if you want to save your par. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. All right, there you go. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. Okay, careful of the headwind out there. Huh, weird. Well, that's unlucky. You didn't deserve that. Second shot here on hole number 2. Ouch, what was that? And we're back in the fairway. Setting up for our third shot. Ooh, can we get a kick to the left? Okay, here you go. Nice easy putt. This putt's going downhill. I think it's going to the right as well. Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop. Setting up for the bogey putt here. And right now you're just 2 strokes above par. All right, staring down a par 3 now on this third hole. Hopefully you can get over that bunker safely. Way to chip that one close. Well done. And just tapping that in. And now the fourth hole, we have a par 4. And setting up now with an elevated green to deal with. That's okay, don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. Oh, the chip just slides by. Okay, this putt's for your par. And after that, you're sitting at 2 over par. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. Okay, on the green, that's good. The bad part is you're still pretty far away from the cup. All right, we're getting there. Well done. And here's an 8-footer for us. And 2 strokes above par currently. And now for the par 4 6th. Beautiful swing. And this one's about 130 yards away. Yikes. And that's a plunker. Okay, green is elevated. I think I'll let your putting do the talking here from way out. This one's breaking pretty hard right to left. Good putt from there, not a lot left to do. Okay, double bogey putt, here we go. And there we go. And that's 4 over for you. Got a headwind to deal with on this hole. Second shot here on the 7th. Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that driver off the fairway and be on your way. All right, let's leave this sand behind us. What do you say? Okay, here's your 4th. Oh, look on the bright side. You get the putter going now. A bit of a monster putt, but you're not in the sand. And with this putt, you could save par. Good luck. Oh, this one's starting out okay. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. Okay, let's see what we can do here on the 8th hole. And just sheer terror coming off the club face there. Powerful drive. This one's about 195 out. All right, nice approach on that one. Okay, here's a 12-foot putt. Pretty straight here, a little bit to the left maybe. Oh, you like that one, don't you? And you're currently 5 over for the day. And I don't know how anyone's going to catch our leader here today, just so far ahead of the rest of the field. It's crazy, and it's the final round, so it's go time for everybody. And driving the old green, putting for eagle. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, here we go. Long putt ahead of you, but I've got faith. It's definitely, yeah, I stopped counting around 45 feet or so. All right, let's tap this in and move to the next. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. Okay, we get to start the back nine with a par 4. And as we set up here with the greens below us, might need a little less club. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. Maybe a member's bounce to the left. There you go. That's what you want. And this putt is for your birdie. Let's do this. Oh my. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now. And right now you sit at 4 over par. That wind is picking up, blowing left to right on this one. Great swing on that one. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. This one's about 15 feet. This one's on a good line. So good. And par 5 now for the 12th. Those shots are going to happen to you. Well done out of the bunker. This putt to take you down to 2 over par. I think this starts off pretty straight and then goes to the right. All right, let's give this one a tap in and move to the next. Okay, next hole coming up. Here comes the 13th hole. Swinging like silk. This one could end in the rough. Okay, we're setting up with an elevated green. You might want a little more distance. This one's out of the rough, but might not be making it to the green. Oh, well, you ended up in the fairway. Even better. Thanks, luck. This would take you down to 2 over. Looks like you got a line on this. Continues to look good. Oh, and it doesn't go down. And after that hole, let's take a look at the standings, see where everyone is on this society event. And the headwind is definitely a thing on this hole. Well, something went wrong there. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. And there's one for your highlight reel. That's fantastic work, and that's one of the reasons you're on top of the leaderboard. And you are currently 2 over. And now the 15th hole. We got a par 4 for this one. Nicely struck. And we're setting up here about 210 or so from the pin. This one's heading for some trouble. Okay, here's our 3rd shot. Ah, just right by the hole. All right, let's go. This one for the par. Ouch, right by the hole. This one's a 4-foot putt. That'll push you up to even par after that one. And next is number 16. This one's a par 4. I'm liking that one. All right, this one's around 155 yards from the pin. Setting up here with a very long putt. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Ooh, right by. 3 feet to go. And that putt'll drop. Okay, 3 over par for you. Okay, this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. And here's our second shot on the 17th. Nice shot. Okay, come on now. This to save your par. And you're 3 over at the moment. Okay, and now we've arrived at number 18. This one's a par 4. Did you plan that one? Oops. Oh, into the water. This putt's about 14 feet out. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Now that one could have used a bit more pace. And here's a putt for a final score of 75. And as we finish up for the day, that's going to be +6 on the scorecard. And that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you next time.